Welcome to Barry Charles Harness, your one-stop shop for everything harness racing in Australia and New Zealand. Welcome guys and girls back to the channel. In this episode we're going to look at Hayden Cullen. Has he put himself up as one of the top trainers in the country with Amanda Cullen, taking over from the Purdon clan with an outstanding win with We Walk by Faith in the Taylor Mile. Merlin unlucky in the big race, and we've got big breaking news about his future in the next few weeks. Muscle Mountain is back to winning form. Captain Ravishing is just a totally different horse when he doesn't lead a race. It was absolutely disappointing in the Golden Cup, and Where You Been Bopping absolutely blew them away. And Meant to Be is it the next superstar arrival with I Keep Smiling for the mares. Yes, we had some great racing over the weekend. Let's get to it right here, right now on Barry Charles Harness. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. How are you doing today? Let's get to it. Yes, there was some big racing up the tracks, but yes, first of all, let's get to the big talking point. Yes, in harness racing at the moment for New Zealand horses, Merlin. Yes, a big third in the Betcher, and then an unlucky fourth in the Taylor Mile. They have decided to put him in the paddock. Not full pasture, but he's out in the paddock getting ready for the New Zealand Cup at the end of the year. So that means he's out of the New Zealand Messenger next week, as well as the Brisbane Interdominions. So Merlin is out, and so is a star mare Duchess mexhit from the Purdon and Scott Phelan barn is also out for the rest of the season. So there's breaking news for you right there. So let's go check out the videos from New Zealand, and then we will recap them, and then we'll go into the Aussie videos after that.
Better Moonga, Rakiro Rocket, Merlin's waiting for an out and down the outside, Little Spike, We Walk by Faith, homeward bound, sooner the better, Merlin's out, We Walk by Faith, the Derby winners flying, Rakiro Rocket through on the inside, and Republican Party out wide, We Walk by Faith, and Matty White for the Taylor Mile, We Walk by Faith, and 151.6, second over was Republican Party, Rakiro Rocket. As they come for home here, not as promised up on the outside, to Mr. Love. Midnight Dash out of the 1-1 and Muscle Mountain through on the inside. Queen Elida's got nowhere to go. Going to the lead was Mr. Love through on the inside. Now Muscle Mountain comes through. Queen Elida's late deep on the passing lane, but Muscle Mountain, the big M, he's back in winning business, and he'll get his second Lyle Creek Stakes. Queen Elida, I'd say, just second. Meant to Be leads away a length and a quarter. Illicit Love went for a gallop when going to the passing lane. Higher Power comes through to second, and they're followed then by Final Approach. 75 to go. He's big, he's bold, he's brown, and look at him go. Meant to Be, that's been some return to the racetrack. Higher Power second and third.
3 or 4 lengths in front, but they're closing. Tokyo Rose making ground outside of Mr. Kaplan. Vesem getting a second wind. Whose Delight comes wider. Beach Ball came back to them. 28-4, third quarter on the outside. Vesem, Tokyo Rose. Whose Delight won't go straight. Beach Ball grabbed by Vesem. Whose Delight 2 lengths away. Dance Till Dawn running on wider. Vesem hit the front. Beach Ball's been brave. Then Whose Delight and Dance Till Dawn. Vesem's going to win it. Vesem beats Beach Ball. Third across Whose Delight. Fourth Dance Till Dawn. And that right there was a true blue horse race. Next to go down. Coming wide, Page from Buffy Northstains. Judy Jade leads. Barrytown closing. Then Aspirational Dream. Moses and Page wider out. Judy J a neck to Barrytown, who's coming to her. Barrytown hit the front. Here's Moses steaming home wide out. Barrytown. Moses dives, gets up. Moses right on the line will beat Barrytown third.
Well, the Taylor Mile certainly had some controversy with stablemate Sooner the Better running out, which allowed Merlin not to get the gap when it looked like he was going to get a gap, but I wasn't convinced he was going to win the race. I don't even know if he would have run third. Probably, but he wasn't going to win. We Walk by Faith just went whoosh go with Republican Party. And Rakiro Rocket was held up by Jolamont on the inside and was rocketing home too. Obviously, he would have got a lot closer, but I don't think he would have won the race, in my opinion. So I think the horse is a little bit tired, and I think that's probably more the reason why he didn't get in. But yeah, a good one for We Walk by Faith, which I talked about before. Is this the end of the line for the Purdon clan? Well, it's not the end of the line, but Nathan Purdon has really struggled the last year. I think some of the big owners have obviously moved shift to Cullens as well. I think they're just not convinced Nathan Purdon is the man going forward. Mark Purdon obviously taking more of a back seat. He might get a bit more involved now since he's moved up to the North Island, or about to. But yeah, I'm just not convinced they're the once great force they used to be. So we will see what happens there. Another question mark: what has happened to Natalie Rasmussen? Absolutely, has just disappeared off the earth. It'll be great to see her back in the harness racing, because I think she's one of the greatest drivers of all time, in my opinion. She's very, very good driver, and I'd like to see her back in the track, so I hope she comes back to racing. But I'm not sure what's happening there, but it would be good to see her back in the racing fraternity, because she was very good. Yes, Muscle Mountain, great drive. Absolutely great drive from Ben Hope. Muscle Mountain's not the same horse he used to be. He had to be driven with a soft trip. He knew Not As Promised would pretty much get him to lane, which it did, which allowed Muscle Mountain just to get flyer on by with Queen Elida unlucky, and would have won the race if she had the trail. She had nowhere to go and flew home for second. So good run from Queen Elida as well. Not As Promised just pedalled up the straight, and to be honest, he's just a little bit below these top horses. Let's be honest. I mean, I know he had an injury, but he's just not quite as good as the top trotters. But if things go wrong, he's a chance. Meant to Be was too good, but was helped by Illicit Love galloping, or whether it would have pressured it or not, I'm not 100% sure, but it was a good return for Meant to Be. The Festival, one of the races of the night, absolutely getting it done, with Beach Ball trying to go for it, broke it early, and he ran out of steam. But if you watch the replay, if you saw the replay, Wish Me Luck was looking for room right behind him for the Hayden Amanda Cullen team. So very unlucky. Watch out for Wish Me Luck next time. But I've seen Wish Me Luck run some disappointing races with soft trips, so I'm not 100% sure on it. Well, yes, my favourite horse, named after me, Barrytown. Yes, had every opportunity to win, but he could only run second. Moses got over the top of him late, but another place get for Barrytown. Yes, absolutely. Now, well, it's time for us to move to the Australian side of things to see what happened with all the feature races over Australia over the week.
Captain Ravishing really gives them the eye now, 3 wide. He tries to put them away. Third quarter was 28 seconds. Ravishing Sloy on the inside won't be denied. Where You Been Boppin' comes up very strongly, 4 deep. Captain Ravishing has to lift. Where You Been Boppin' has got to the front and surged away. Captain Ravishing isn't travelling at all well as they round that bend. Ravishing Sloy tries to lift, and so does also Chevron up. But Where You Been Boppin', the local hope for James Rattray, is going to run them into the ground in the Goulburn Cup. Where You Been Boppin', too good. Second spot will be Chevron Art, and third.
The second quarter was 28.6. Goes towards the 400 now. Sweet Nicky Lou sticks on. Behind the leader is Rakiro Rebel, just awaiting the run. And then Sweet Bella, Better Eclipse as they head off the back in 27.3. Yambuckian from Sweet Nicky Lou. Rakiro Rebel is just waiting the run, and then came Better Eclipse. Into the straight, the leader Yambuckian. Rakiro Rebel winds up though. She's got momentum after Yambuckian. It's Yambuckian, Rakiro Rebel. Rakiro Rebel is level. Rakiro Rebel put a nose in front. The mare and Rakiro Rebel won it. Rakiro Rebel has won it from Yambuckian.
And further back in the field also our goat, but it is Captain Hammerhead who's taken the lead from Super American. Favourites gone clear. Hornplay goes back to the sprint lane. Then Bainbridge and also Dashing getting out late and running on. Captain Hammerhead in front. Bainbridge coming, but Captain Hammerhead beats Bainbridge. Dashing and our goat, and Victor now asked to go. I Break the Line right behind them. Sweetheart Bart as they turn in. They're being followed then by Making Ground is Montalbano, then Timmy Richter who gets to the outside, and Nyack. They're starting to sprint home. Nyack's the one who's absolutely flying down the outside. Nyack with a wet sail. Nyack has raced by them brilliantly to win over Soho Spectre and Sweetheart Bart. Here, 28.4 the third quarter over Everard, and then Scheming Platinum Jewel further back on the inside, being followed by Always Be Mini, and now Tallulah Lee, and out wide Luxor Turner winding up, but I Keep Smiling from Everard. I Keep Smiling's going to win. I Keep Smiling's holding them safely, wins it by 4 over Everard and great to see
Legal.
Luxor.
They're into the home straight. It's still Turn It Up, holding off Manila Playboy. Brados Lad goes to the inside. Obi Legal late along the inside. Turn It Up and Manila Playboy, no quit, and he'll score. Manila Playboy beat Turn It Up. Brados Lad.
Leader Terry, but I'm the Falcons up for the fight now, about to draw alongside. Arden's Ace back to the inside. JOK keeps coming. It's I'm the Falcon getting the better of Terry. Back to the inside. Arden's Ace. Pete said so. Is weaving its way through the field, and JOK down the outside. I'm the Falcon trying to lift, but JOK's got him. JOK been in second, either Pete said so or I'm the Falcon.
Mr. Smartee from Otis and Tricky Mickey, and then came Hoppy's way as a corner. Further back, Mighty Ronaldo. Around the bend they run. Mr. Smartee's nicely out in front of Otis. Tricky Mickey the outside, and then Hoppy's way back on the inside. The leader though, it's Mr. Smartee from Otis, and then Tricky Mickey. Mr. Smartee in front of Otis. Tricky Mickey. Mr. Smartee the leader from Otis, and Mr. Smartee beat Otis. Tricky Mickey third. The third quarter into the straight, and it's Nullarbor Navajo racing up, putting the nose in front, drawing clear. Penny Black's coming down the outside. It's been a great run with Wonderful to Fly. Nullarbor Navajo clinging on from Penny Black. Nullarbor Navajo in front and beat Penny Black, a certainty.
What's doing Captain Ravishing, folks? What is doing? He used to be the champ, and now I'm not 100% sure what's doing there. He was absolutely battling. Obviously not the same horse. He needs to lead. That's his best apparatus is to lead, and he often races better fresh, so I wonder if he just needs a break. Captain Ravishing, he just doesn't seem to run well after a few starts, so maybe that's what he needs to do. But where you been bopping when whoosh bomba and bolted in the Golden Cup, so congratulations. Disappointing, Better Eclipse. What happened to Better Eclipse? Absolutely disappointing. 3 deep the inside. It's always placed to win first up, but he just absolutely had nothing. Rockero, Rebel just had a beautiful trail and got up to beat Young Booker. It was great drives from those horses and disappointing. And Vincent Van Gogh was running up the inside for food. Yes, Wagga having some big races here. Captain Hammerhead convincingly beating Bainbridge and Dashing. And then Nyack come from near last to fly home to win with Timmy Richter running, I think, fourth, and was just not handling the bends at all. And I keep smiling, keeps on racing well, and just won as she liked and just jogged it. Turn It Up. Yes, Turn It Up. Tried to turn it up, but Manila Playboy sat outside him and got him at the feature in Albion Park. Terry tried to go all the way, but it's not his go, and I don't know why they drove their horse like that. Trail I'm the Falcon every day of the week. Not sure what was happening there. I'm the Falcon stuck on well for food, but yeah, soft runs for JOK got over the top to win with Pete said, so we was a little bit unlucky in the finish. Mr. Smartee is way too good at Gloucester Park. Absolutely way too good, but it's got a different race coming up, and we'll talk about it soon. Nullarbor Navajo upset. Can he do it again next week? I'm not 100% sure, beating the likes of Penny Black. But yes. What is the big news coming up here, folks? Yes, Catch a Wave is in Perth getting ready for the Nullarbor, where they race Mr. Smartee here on Friday night. The draw has gone Catch a Wave's way, so Catch a Wave has every opportunity to lead and should be winning. We know what Mr. Smartee did last time when he sat parked. He pedalled and was out of the race. Wonderful to Fly. Artie by the Seaside in the mare's race. Can Nullarbor Navajo do it again? Waterloo and Penny Black. It's very strong. It's probably one of the strongest states with mares across Australia and New Zealand at the moment. Very good horses. They should be a good race. I'm going for Artie by the Seaside, but Penny Black, I think one of those two will be winning. The feature at Albion Park, well, Cat's Eye Beach will be happy not to have Leap to Fame racing it. There's a chance to go back to his lead at all cost opportunity to win the race, but maybe Whisper a Secret might get him on the passing lane. One of those two should win. Launceston, yes, Launceston have their Easter Cup coming up on Saturday night. I'm going for Eureka Joe as a bit of an upset chance here. I think he can lead early and then probably trail. What is it? I tried telling you, and I think they both have big chances to upset the back markers here, but all these horses, my dad said, Star Major, Magician, and the Shallows are all chances in what was a pretty even bunch. Mountain, another interesting race for their featured pace with Tango Tara and Triple Eight taking a Rock and Roll Hammer, who should lead and have his opportunity to win. That's the way that goes. Well, now it's time to check out the videos of the absolute dud drives, and there was just a dud drive that happened just the other day here. Luke John, what was happening at Penrith? 3 deep the inside. Now, sits there, 3 deep, runs food, maybe even second. He pulls out, goes into the 1-1, which I thought he was in the 1-1. No, he comes out, thinks he's Lazarus, and goes parked and pedals and he gets the trail. He was always going to run out of gas. Luke John's no superstar, and it was absolute one of the worst drives I've ever seen. It was like he was driven to not come in. That was a very bad drive in my opinion. Also, always be elite for Scott Phelan. Come out of the gate. This horse normally can lead, and for whatever reason was just coming out like a jog, held back, and then he ran a bit of racing roughly, and Captain Sampson got past him. He was sitting parked, and he was a sitting duck. So yes, we're going to check out these videos now, but the drive of the week, General Jen by Blair Orange, was absolutely outstanding. Let's check out those videos.
Vincent off the inside as Luke John into a handy spot early doors, and out there wide is American Werewolf. Now Luke John is going to come up 3 deep here and might have a bit of a crack here at setup. So he takes him on. It's game on. On the outside, Luke John set up. Rickson has a look across and says, you can have the lead, I think, although he's going to again scoot through, and these two have burst away. So it's set up in front, the $1.05 favourite, taken on by Luke John, who's now going to drop onto his slipstream trail. It's the Andy Rickson, he says, come on, set up. Let's see what you got, big fella. 29 the quarter, and in a stride, he's raced about 10 metres in front of American Werewolf. Luke John's not going on with it for the moment. Hot Cruise Control whacks away. Tenacious D is trying to get into the clear, but set up has darted away, and this very talented 3-year-old is going to put a space in them once again, has cruised down to win it by about 16 metres. Hot Cruise Control second, third's close. Tenacious D
up, and they're often pacing. Wicked Wonder with Lincoln La Mousse on the journey the quickest. They're followed then by Always Be Elite, who will settle down in third and try and find the pegs in front of Captain Sampson. Can't do it though, as driving forward Invisible. Just a bit rough around that first turn, Always Be Elite. My Surfer Girl gets back in the field here. They're followed then by Cause I Can. Pick up drive for David Butcher, and 3 lengths away, Always Be You. So 29 and 2 as they enter the lane. And the leader, Captain Sampson from Always Be Elite. Through on the inside now, Wicked Wonder. Here's Invisible to the outside. Captain Sampson in front. Invisible, Cause I Can starting to thunder home. Wicked Wonder on the passing lane as Cause I Can and Invisible go to the lead now. Invisible and Cause I Can. Cause I Can, last stride on the outside.
Wasn't happy with the tempo. Presses on and has a look at the favourite here, 1 round out, and is going to go on to the lead. So Queen Tyron out of a pocket now leads via the IRT Stables turn. First quarter 30.6, so they weren't really mucking around, but Queen Tyron wants to turn this into a staying test. A length and a half clear now. Captain's Mistress, General Jen is third. 2 lengths away, Nasana, Vincent Reactress, Impressive Shard, and Elusive Dreams at the 900 is 8 lengths off the pace as General Jen comes out of a pocket. So it's cat and mouse, and General Jen presses onto the top now. So General Jen now the leader past the 800 metres. 2 lengths knows where the favourite is here. 29.8 third quarter. There's a neck away, Nasana. Then Queen Tyron, Captain's Mistress, General Jen. Now pop the question. Skip 2, clear Nasana. Then Queen Tyron. Elusive Dreams wider. Captain's Mistress still 5 off them. General Jen at the 100 is clear from Captain's Mistress. It's General Jen. 10 out of 10, B Orange. General Jen by 3 lengths beat Captain's Mistress. Third across
Elusive. What a great drive by Blair Orange. Absolutely great drive. Absolutely got it done. Well, it's time to check out what is happening around the traps. New Zealand's racing this weekend on Saturday. I think impressive words. The impressive horse going around. Watch the gate speed of this horse at the start. If he gets straight to the lead, I think he's winning. The bet of the week, though, Marketplace probably will be paying $1.05. Should be bolting in with Got the Chocolates. Could be a good Quinella opportunity there. Beside me, I expect to bounce back, but without you might be the chance to trail in and hope to beat it up the passing lane. Betty Pat is ready to return, and Grease Lightning has every opportunity to bounce back into the winner's circle in the last. There. We go to Addington on Saturday. Beach Ball, to me, is the horse that hopefully can bounce back. Yeah, some very interesting races here. The return of Treacherous Baby with 5 crowns. I think that's going to be a great race as well. Banks Peninsula, I'm going for Sultana Macca's upset in the last race. And then Patrick Mahomes is a good each way bet at Cambridge on Tuesday night. Anyway, that's Barry Charles Harness for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with more videos like this just for you.